Man, subscribe to the channel. Welcome back to the channel, man. If you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button, man. Man, we got some tragic news that just came out, man. I just found out, man. Rest in peace to Dwayne Haskins. Condolences go out to the family, the loved ones, and the friends of Dwayne Haskins, man. It's just so sad that we lose another tragic victim to just, a whole situation that honestly could have been avoided. And it's a lot to dissect. This is fresh, happened in Florida. This is very, very fresh. So basically, essentially, Dwayne Haskins basically was going down the highway, and there's a lot of reports saying that he was in a rental car, okay? He wasn't in his car for some reason. I think he was doing a training camp in Florida. He just became a new quarterback for the Pittsburgh Steelers, and they were doing a whole training camp in Florida. So apparently at some point, like either before or after the training camp, he's driving on the highway in a rental car. And there's some reports coming out saying that the rental car could have potentially ran out of fuel, or something happened to where Dwayne stopped his car on the freeway on the side. And a lot of people are saying like he could have stopped and, was trying to attempt to go somewhere to get gas, or could have potentially been trying to find, a way to make this gas situation fixed. So, I'm sure that there's been a lot of people who have ran out of gas and they had to walk to the nearest gas station, go get a jug and everything, and come back and had to go back there and refill and all that, right? So he might have been attempting to do something like that. And in the midst of all that, he's crossing some of the medians and the dividers on the highway. And as he's trying to, he's a quarterback, right? This dude is a quarterback. His profession is to have big, heavy objects that are coming at him full speed, and he's got to dodge them out the way. So essentially, he thinks he's got a clear line of sight, right? But one of the truckers in one of the lanes, apparently there's a high chance that he could have been distracted, because the reports are saying that he claims he did not have enough time to stop, but he's seen Dwayne Haskins. And when he saw Dwayne Haskins, he said that instead of switching lanes and trying to avoid him and maybe trying to go more into to the side of the road, to the shoulder of the road, instead of going to the shoulder of the road, he hit Dwayne Haskins head on. It's a lot of mixed feelings, because, it is somebody trying to cross the highway, and, it's not supposed to be pedestrians there and whatnot. But, like, how could he see him coming? Even if you don't got enough time to come to a complete stop, we understand that. But we see drivers all the time swerve around deers, swerve lanes, go around tires on the highway. There's always obstructions on the road, speed bumps. People go around speed bumps. They don't just say that they didn't have enough time to stop for a speed bump and they just ran the speed bump over. A lot of people, if they was going too fast, they would go around the speed bump. They would look and see, especially like if you're just like an average everyday driver. I get how you might not have that critical thinking to think I should switch lanes or I should go to the shoulder and maybe try to avoid the person, even if somebody else's property gets damaged, like a street sign, or if somebody's car gets a fender bender. That's better than having a life lost. So instead of dude swerving out the way, he hit him straight head on. And man, there's a lot of signs pointing to the fact that The dude could have been tailgating other cars too closely. He might have been speeding. He might have been doing a lot of things that could cause distraction or cause for him to actually be doing something where he put himself to be in the wrong place, wrong time. As far as like negligence, you got to check his speed. You know, a lot of truckers, they have these GPS tools where you could check the speed and basically your hard braking, anything like that. So you will be able to know moments before the impact. But this looked like an older truck without any of that type of technology. So you'd have to rely more on his, if they had like a third party GPS nav system that could pick up on all those things. And man, you got to know, especially right now in the last 2 years, man, truckers have been overworked, man. If you're a trucker out there, hit the like button, man. Comment down below what you think. But truckers have been overworked. So this guy driving the dump truck could have been coming off of a 13-hour shift, could have been driving for, 5 days straight, coming from a really long load trip, lots of loads in the hot sun. And the situation could have went in a way where he basically could have been drowsy or some type of exhaustion behind the wheel and might not even have been in a correct condition to be operating a motor vehicle on the road, especially one at the level of how heavy this truck is and how big of a machinery it is. A lot of times you have to be like completely sober, and you can't be tired, you can't be irritable, you can't be drowsy or allergies or watering eyes. None of that stuff would be safe to drive a vehicle. So if the guy had anything like that come up, any kind of health condition, any kind of, loss of basically energy, like where fatigue, if this driver was fatigued driving is a real thing. Y'all gotta believe that fatigue driving is real, man. A lot of people be really sleepy and still drive behind the wheel. A lot of people be getting up early in the morning, knowing damn well they was up all night, and they still get behind the wheel, but they think that they didn't drink nothing, so it's okay, right? Like I'm just tired as hell. But hey, even in the daylight, a lot of people will kind of let that autopilot take over, and they be behind the wheel daydreaming, man. Daydreaming behind the wheel. I know it's a lot of people. It's been some times where you were on a road trip or you were doing something, driving straight down the road, flat road, and then you just daydreaming. You're like, hold on, what have I been doing the last 2 miles? I've been autopilot. You don't even remember like if anything could have happened for you to avoid. So it could have been one of them situations where the driver is just working, he's tired, the sun's beating, and next thing you know, the guy's fatigued and starts just straight up puts his mind on autopilot, and he just kind of like he's looking straight ahead. It looks like he's looking at the road, but he's not actually paying attention. He's not attentive and alert, and he could have been in his mind thinking of something, but he's keeping his hand straight, and next thing you know, thud, you hit something, and it's a person. So this is a real possibility, and it's really fishy how, man, dude is a professional driver. He said he's seen the guy, he's seen it coming, and he still didn't swerve out the way and just decided to hit him straight on, man. And that's crazy, man. Whatever company hired this guy, and you got to drug test this dude, make sure he's straight, man. Like, this could be a lot bigger than what you think it is, and nobody is questioning it. When you look at all these sports sites that's reporting this, man, they basically giving the driver a free pass, like he just done ran a person over and ain't did nothing to react. And we haven't heard no press conferences yet. When the press conference comes out, man, we're gonna update y'all. Stay tuned, and we're gonna check into this driver, see, does this driver have a pattern or a history of having incidents happen? Has he been fatigued behind the wheel before? Did he have correct licenses to even be there that day? Like, is his CDL up to date? And did he get all the certifications correct? Like, a lot of times when something like this happens, you go to find out that the people should have never even been there and nothing like that. Like, the licenses weren't up to date. they technically shouldn't have been driving, or they were doing a under the table gig. So let me know what y'all think in the comments, man. My condolences go back out to the Haskins family, all his friends, family, man. Anybody out there who is affected by this, man, keep your head up high. Subscribe to the channel and like this video and hit the comment section, man. And you know, you can vent to us, and just we're here to, you know, be supportive to y'all and just to be there by your side and basically get to the bottom and figure out exactly what happened, because we need to make sure that we can get any dash cams of any drivers in that Florida area. So if you a driver in that Florida area and you were on that highway that morning, please, if you got a dash cam, upload the video, put the link in my comments. Man, other than that, y'all have a good day. Subscribe to the channel. We out.